Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Kris from Noise Engineering. We're super sad that we can't be there in person with you, but since we can't, we thought we would take you on a virtual tour of the Noise Engineering headquarters, talk a little bit about how COVID has changed, the things that we're doing and how we're doing them, a little bit about what we've been up to, and of course, what you can expect to see from us in the near future. If we go way back to February 2020, before we really knew about COVID, we here at Noise Engineering were working from our house in Los Angeles and considering moving into an official office. Then in March, that idea got put on an abrupt hold. Now we're permanently working remotely. We have team members in a few U.S. states now, and Stephen and I still have our offices in our house. We have a regular team meeting on Zoom, which is not quite as great as being together, but it's better than not getting to do what we do. We've been super busy working on many products, and last month we released Quantus Ampla. Here's Norm to tell you all about it.
Hey there, Norman here from Noise Engineering. Today I'm here to talk to you about this, the Quantus Ampla. Quantus Ampla is 4 channels of DC coupled goodness and 6 HP to handle all of your VCA needs. Ducking, mixing, CV controlled leveling, and more. Quantus Ampla is a compact 4-channel VCA. However, this is not just any VCA. With some unique normaling, mixing, and CV options, you can use it for a plethora of tasks. Each channel has 2 modes, Amplify, which gives you normal VCA response, and Attenuate, which makes the VCAs closed instead of open in response to positive CV. So here I have it in Amplify with 2 voices. It is working as a normal VCA. With the flip of a switch, now it's closing instead of opening. If we introduce the gate from our kick, bam, we're ducking. The CV inputs are circularly normaled, so you can easily create ducking effects over multiple voices, volume fades, and transitions, all with minimal patching. Plus the outputs mix down, so it can be a 2-channel mixer, a 3-channel mixer, or a 4-channel mixer. Quantus Ampla is DC coupled so it can process CV signals too. I have channel 1 patched up with our half-wave rectification patch that's found in our patch book, along with a ton of other great patch ideas. This is just the LFO from Clep DS before running it through the Quantus Ampla. I have a +5 DC offset coming from Lapsasaz to the in jack, and an LFO from Clep DS into the CV jack. I then have the out going into modulate on the Loquelic Iteritas so we can hear the difference. You can see the difference in the waveforms here. The top in green is just the signal from the CD. Below in blue is after it's been half-wave rectified. Quantus Ampla is available now. Head over to your favorite retailer and grab one today.
2021 also marked our move into plugins with our AAX bundle in January and with our Frequel bundle, that's free beta bundle in VST, AU, and AAX this summer. Elana?
Hi, my name's Elana. I'm the Destroyer of Worlds here at Noise Engineering. I make sure that all of our software is working properly. I want to give you a little preview of what we've been cooking.
This year we released 3 totally free plugins. This is Sinc Vereor. It's based on Sinc Iter. There's 3 modes, noise, plain, and super. Each is controlled by a tone slider. Here's our Virt Vereor. It's a powerful synthesizer based on a unique set of synthesis algorithms that are also shared with our Arturia Microfreak firmware. And we have the same ADSR and Ampla sections as well. Ruina is a multi-distortion plugin with a wave filter, and you can get some pretty intense results. You could also use it just for some subtle coloration.
So if you want to try the Frequel bundle, It's available now for free through the customer portal at portal.noiseengineering.us. Also, we want to shout out to all of our beta testers who tested all of the plugins for us and gave us amazing feedback. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to them for helping us make the products better and helping us figure out what we didn't know. So thank you to everybody who has submitted bug reports. Interested in Basimilus, Cursus, and Desmodus in BSD3 and AU? We're working on it, and they're coming soon. Now, when we launched beta plugins, we got a lot of questions from all of the Reason users out there asking about rack extensions. So here's Adam, one of our software engineers, to answer all of the questions for you.
Hi, I'm Adam, Chief Plumber at Noise Engineering. This summer, we've been working on more Reason rack extensions based on Noise Engineering's Eurorack hardware. It's been awesome hearing more of our sound coming from a Reason rack. The visual design of these rack extensions will remind you of their hardware roots, but with a different twist. They include Virt Vereor, a powerful synth based on unique algorithms, Sinc Iter, an intuitive wave morphing and wave folding synth, and Ruina, creative multi-distortion. If you haven't made music in Reason before, you should check it out. It's fun, and I think it looks awesome. I love the back panel where you can connect things in a way that feels like modular hardware. And there are other new and updated rack extensions where that came from. We're having a lot of fun with these, and I know you will too.
And of course, we're a Eurorack company. We still get a lot of questions about the Versio platform. People just can't believe that if you buy any Versio module, you get them all. But it's true. Just hop on over to our customer portal at portal.noiseengineering.us to swap firmwares for free. And with our collaboration with Winterbloom, you can get beautiful panel overlays and hot swap on the go. Pick up panel overlays at the Winterbloom website and pick up a Winterbloom module while you're there. Swapping firmwares couldn't be easier. Have a look. And of course, we'll continue to add firmwares to the collection. Here's Stephen with a teaser of the next firmware, coming soon. Finally, Markus is here to introduce a completely new module that we've never talked about before, ever, really. We have coming next month, unless another completely unforeseen and extremely unexpected event occurs. Markus, take it away.
I'm Markus, the Chief of Destruction at Noise Engineering, and this is the Virga, an 8-input, 8-output, never-before-seen, completely unannounced sequential switch from Noise Engineering. Virga is an 8-input, 8-output sequential or voltage-controlled switch with, of course, a few Noise Engineering twists. The switch can be configured a variety of different ways. It can be a single 8-channel switch, 2 4-channel switches, or 4 2-channel switches. Switching can be done by hand with the buttons or encoder, or with triggers, or control voltage. It also has a variety of switching directions, forward, reverse, or pendulum. Now that's a lot of features already, but Virga has some pretty unique randomization options as well. The Seek behavior mode is your traditional sequential switch. The 1-to-1 mode is where it starts to get more unusual. This mode will route an input to a single random output in its group every time the switch advances. The 1-to-X mode is outright chaos. Routings are assigned completely randomly per group each advance, mixing up your patches completely. So, let's get into some patching. What we've been listening to is a simple polyphonic patch aided by the Virga. I have VV set to the 4-group mode, behavior set to Seek, and direction set to forward. I have a CV sequence going into the top group and a gate sequence going into the bottom group. I've also clocked the switch so that each time a new note is played in my sequence, the switch advances, triggering a different voice. This means that my monophonic sequence is distributed over 4 slightly different voices, giving us a lovely polyphonic spread. Of course, that's just one use for Virga. It's a great performance tool too. Here, we're using it in the 2-group mode to swap between 2 4-voice trigger patterns, creating a really dynamic performance. And we can change up the grouping and use a random mode to completely remix that pattern. Now those are some pretty complex patches, so let's try out something a bit more traditional. Sequential switches have long been used to link sequencers together to achieve longer melodies, and here we're using Virt Virga in 4 mode to create a 64-step sequence from a mimetic digitalis. Virt Virga is only 8 HP, so it packs a whole lot of functionality into a small package. So whether you want to add new options to a sequencer, play with audio routing like in this patch, or something completely different, Virt Virga will be a great choice for your system. Keep an eye out for news on Virt Virga's release coming soon.
And finally, let's talk about those other modules. We still get a lot of emails asking about Virt Iter, the oscillator platform, and Univer Iter, the MIDI to CV converter.
We announced these in January of 2020 when we were a little more optimistic about how the year was going to play out.
That changed rapidly.
Yep. These modules are still in the works, but they have been delayed. We unfortunately don't have dates. This is because of a few reasons.
So with COVID, our manufacturing has been slowed down while we try to keep the manufacturing team safe. Modules are great to have, but having a manufacturing team that's healthy is even better.
And the other big factor is the parts shortages, which you've probably heard about in the abstract, at least. These are hitting us pretty hard, and there are certain parts that are not available for any price that we use in these modules. These two are not the only modules that have been affected by this. We actually have a number of other modules we haven't talked about publicly yet that are also in this category that we want to release as soon as we possibly can, but we will need parts to do that.
So for now, sign up for our newsletter at noiseengineering.us for first news about all releases, both hardware and software. That's the first place we announce anything. If you're interested in the free plugins or alternate firmwares for the Versio products, check out portal.noiseengineering.us. And always check with your favorite retailer or our website for Quantus Ampla or all your Versio hardware needs or any other modules you're interested in. And of course, stay tuned for lots more coming your way. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.